think that indeed far-right ideas and far-right ideologies are by definition masculinist ideologies. They are patriarchal ideologies. That's what they have embodied in those ideas. And those ideas are aiming for more divisiveness, for more segregation in society, and of course dividing society by gender, one privileged and one that's the gender that submits, is the agenda of the far-right movements. And indeed, feminists have to become aware today all over Europe that far-right movements are among the main targets for feminists everywhere. And I think how we all can fight is, first of all, becoming aware of the threat. How big is the threat? Because I think it's very important to also understand that very often these far-right leaders, they use the language of feminism, for example. They hijack feminist agenda and claim that they're going to defend women's rights, but they, for example, disguise xenophobia into feminism, you know, and they once again just plead for more divisions in society while using feminist arguments. So I think we have to be aware that there are many traps in their speech, that they represent only old ideas of old patriarchal order, of more divisiveness and more segregation, and of course attacks on women's rights, on women's body, especially on such rights as abortion or LGBT rights, are also embodied in those ideologies, and very often they work with church, very often they are related to religious patriarchal dogmas. And I think that really the threat is very big, and the first step for us all is to realize how big is the threat, and second, to go beyond our own differences and develop more solidarity between each other, I think, and really work all together on the issues that touch now all of us, and not only some specific group or women in some specific countries, because indeed the threat is European, but also global, because we see the right-wing leaders raising up not only in Europe, but also we see, of course, Donald Trump, we see, of course, Bolsonaro, we see, of course, Erdogan. Putin still maintains his momentum, and those leaders, they work with each other. Indeed, they develop this feeling of solidarity, and I think that it's time for women to open up more and kind of go beyond our own differences and develop this feeling of solidarity.